Welcome to soulspaceradio. All rights reserved. No part of this broadcast may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or by any electronic or mechanical means without the presenter's written permission. The presenters do not dispense medical advice or prescribe the use of any technique as a form of treatment for physical, emotional, or medical problems. The intent of the presenters is to only offer information of a general nature to help you in your quest for emotional and spiritual well-being.
Guys, so I promised a live Q&A session, so Q&A meaning questions and answers, because I've had a whole lot of questions with regards to my recent meditation series, specifically on the chakras. So I probably have a Q&A about the rest of the meditations that we've been having, but today I just want to focus on the chakra system because there's some confusion around what that is. It's confused enough if you Google it. So let me help and try and clarify some of this for you. So I hope you've got your nice and comfortable cup of tea, and any messages, just flick them through to me. If you come up with any questions, either soulspaceradio@bigpond.com or just as I'm live, just ask them here. Okay. And if we've got time, we might just do a wee meditation at the end of this. So, but I really just wanted to cover off the questions that have been raised, and I'll apologise in advance for the darkness. Unfortunately, if I have the window open, it is so bright that you can't see anything. So let me just get myself relaxed. I've got my cup of tea here, so you'll have to forgive me because I will be drinking on a regular basis. Okay, so first things first. Let me just go through the questions that were raised. So I really hope you've enjoyed the chakra meditation this series as much as I have in making them. And I've got some really positive feedback from people about it. And I know the concept is familiar to those of you who've done yoga and those types of things. But there's still a lot of misconceptions about chakras. So let's just go through the questions. So what is a chakra? So a chakra means, it means wheel in Sanskrit, and I'll talk about what Sanskrit is. Sanskrit is actually an ancient language, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. A chakra is an energy vortex within the body, which is connected with life energy, and you might be familiar with concepts of life energy such as chi and prana, and they're adopted in Asian and Indian concepts. And it's all about life flow or life energy being source flowing through our body. Okay, and the chakra is an energy vortex which then assists in the flow of this life system, sitting traditionally in the nervous system region. Okay, how many chakras are there? So there are many chakras within your body, and we just talked before, they follow the path of the nervous system. However, usually in Western cultures, we have particularly focused our yoga practices and our meditation practices on 7 main chakras, or the 7 main chakra system, which follows the spine from the base of the spine. So that's your root chakra, tailbone, to the crown of your head, so to the top of your head, following the spine all the way up and in through your throat, third eye and crown, and out, connecting to source. But I just wanted to let you be aware, like you can go and do some research if you'd further get into the evolution of chakras and where they actually evolved from, because the Western concept has really embraced one system, but there is actually many different chakra systems. So what is Sanskrit? It is the ancient Indo-European language of India. Okay, so it originated in India. It's Indo-European. It's a very ancient language. Where did the concept of chakras originate? So the chakra system originated in India around 1500 to 500 years before Christ. So it's a very ancient system, and it was in the oldest text called the Vedas. Now the Vedas were an ancient text based on the Vedic religion, of which I know really not much about, VEDIC, but again, if you want to know more about that, you can Google it. I understand it was the basic foundation for the Hindu religion. So the concept of chakras has been adopted by many religious practices, including Hinduism and Buddhism, and I believe that there's also a basis in the Tibetan religious practice. Okay, so chakras in themselves are not really religious. They're a system to explain they're actually a system created to meditate on the chakra, on the flow of energy, and to enable meditation to assist with the flow of energy throughout the body. Okay, so what causes the chakras to be blocked? Okay, so the main reason why chakras become blocked is stress and anxiety, okay? But I just want to be really clear with you today that the chakras are conceptual, okay? They're not okay, I'm back. Sorry, there's a bit of a gap there. And I did stop when I saw myself frozen. So that's all good. Okay. So, I just want to be really, really clear. This is a conceptual thing, okay? Not even when you look at the ancient texts, it is conceptual. It is not like they are saying they are real and existing. It is conceptual. It is a concept for the mind to meditate, not for the mind and heart, to flow energy, okay? So what I'm trying to say is there is a real focus, and Western practice of these of the 7 main chakras has embodied each chakra with a psychological meaning. Now that wasn't the original intent back in the ancient scripts, okay? So I want you to go into this with eyes wide open and just understand that you don't actually have any blockages or defects. I would suggest that all those physical manifestations that you have are just simply from separation or not connection with source, okay? So I just want to give you an overview though of the standard thinking around chakra systems currently in Western society, okay? But my main interest in introducing you to the chakra system is to go back to the original intention, which was to meditate on areas to assist you in flowing life energy through and out. So basically, all I'm focused on in the chakra meditations is about unification, connection with source. That's it, simple and pure. Okay, and it's a vehicle to do that. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make that really, really clear. So, now, blockages and imbalances can be underactive. In other words, there's not enough energy flowing through them, or overactive in that there's a lot of energy flowing through them, okay? And each chakra point has been placed in a position within your body and is associated with those particular organs around it. So for example, heart chakra, that's pretty logical, pretty clear that deals with the heart region. Throat deals with the throat, but also the things associated with the throat, adrenals, that sort of thing. Solar plexus, lower abdomen, digestive system, all of those sorts of things. And it's evolved to becoming a healing practice. But I just want you to be really clear that this is original intent was conceptual only as ways to meditate on flowing the energy through your body. Okay, it doesn't mean that they don't exist, but on a conceptual level. Okay, not on a this is what they are and this is what you should do, not on such a prescriptive level. Okay, that has been the adoption of Western practice, and I think that it was taken out by a text taken from a text by a yogic leader, a yogi, who in the 1500s. So quite recently, not before Christ, after AD. Okay, so I just want to be really, really clear about this. Okay, I don't want you to buy into or believe that, oh my God, I'm blocked. No. Just don't have to do any of this by yourself. This is just a platform to connect with all it is, okay? So, but blockages can be, so in the usual standard of thinking, the usual way of thinking about chakras, blockages can be underactive and overactive. Underactive, not enough energy getting to that region. We just talked about the region and the organs associated with it. Or overactive, too much energy going to those organs in that region. Okay, so what causes chakras to be overactive? Because we just talked about blockages, but to be overactive, it means it's distributing too much energy to the area. And what in my particular system, I've made it really easy to talk about blockages. I've defined as underactive, and overactive is a different way. But in fact, generically, blockages are referred to everything that's underactive and overactive. Okay, so just let's make that really, really clear, and just get really clear on the fact that there are no blockages. You're perfect as you are. It's just a way to let universal energy come through and enjoy your physical being, okay? Your consciousness. It's using your consciousness to connect with source and letting the energy flow through you. Okay. Now, what happens when all your chakras are open? So when you're unified with source, and when the energy centers are all open and active, then what happens is that you unify with source, and from that you get all of the things that you would expect in unification. So the bliss, a oneness, wholeness, an expansive consciousness. It's really not the end, though, and I want to be clear about this as well. It's not the end of your spiritual journey. It is really just the beginning of your self-awareness of who you truly are. Okay? It is not the end. It is not it is a defining point, but it's not the end of your journey. It's really just the beginning of your journey, exploring who you truly are. Okay? Right, I just wanted to make that clear as well, because it's amazing. It's an eternal journey. Okay. In the Sanskrit tradition, the opening of the chakras was related to Kundalini, where the divine feminine Shakti energy sits in the root chakra area in your lower pelvis, and the Kundalini energy Shakti coming up through your spine, out through your head and connecting with Shiva. Shiva being the divine masculine God, universe, all it is. So there again, we see the concepts of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, which are in each and every one of us. The divine feminine is the guiding tool to connection with source. Remember that source is esoterically or symbolically male, divine male energy. Okay? Doesn't mean God is male. It just means it's male energy, active. God is active, divine feminine passive. So I just wanted to make that really, really clear. Okay, so in other words, when your chakras are all open, you are unified and connected with source. Okay, and that is the ultimate goal for all of us. And chakras are just one of the way to open up and get there and enjoy it. And it's something that I practice just because I celebrate the flow of energy through me. And I do believe that the practice of meditating on the chakras really assists with that. And really, I see it as a two-way conversation, so to speak, for consciousness. So we go out, we connect with source, source comes back and connects through us down into the earth. And I feel like it's a bit of a universal celebration of the cycle of energy, and gratitude, giving thanks to both source and the earth for our wonderful life and the blessings that we have. Okay. So now, let's do, I think we've got time for a quick meditation. I don't know where this is going to take us. This is so much fun. Let's just do a really quick one. So what I want you to do, relax yourself in the most relaxed position you can be. Whatever that is, totally up to you. Just see yourself surrounded by divine white light. Just drop everything else away. and just see all around you divine white love light. And breathe it in, 3 deep breaths. Breathe in that divine love light into your body. See every cell radiating with divine light, and push that divine light, the breath, out through your heart. And in. Same process, divine love light, every cell of your body, and out through your heart. And again, divine love light radiating through every aspect. The breath radiates through every cell in your body, radiating divine love light. And just let it dissipate out through the cells, out through the skin. Okay, and coming now to see a pool of brilliant white light just at the base of your spine, at your tailbone, at your root chakra. And then see that brilliant white light moving up, a pole of bright white light up through your spine, through each and every one of your chakras, and out through the top of your head, out through the crown chakra, and follow it all the way up into the middle of the cosmos. And when you're suspended in the cosmos, just see yourself again surrounded in divine white light. And see this light radiating through your body. Look down and see that your physical presence is gone, and all that remains is divine white love light. And then turn up that brilliance, brighter, brighter, brighter and brighter, until you're glowing at the same resonance as all that is around you. And just feel your consciousness shift into oneness. Become one with all that is. And feel the love and joy, almost like an electric flow of energy. You're completely safe now, connected to all that is. And in this position, just start to move through space, and just notice and observe the galaxies and planets that move past you. And then when you're ready, see a planet in front of you. It can be the planet Earth or any planet. Just intuitively see what it is. See and feel and hear the noise that the planet makes and drift to the surface. I'm not going to describe specifically what you see. I want that to be a different experience, intuitively owned and led by yourself, led by your own divine feminine. And when you've stood on the surface of the planet, look around you. Know there's a message in all things, but don't overanalyze. It's just aligned with who you are inside. So note the colors. Note the sounds. Look at the sky. Is it unusual? What color is it? How do you think this reflects inside of you? Again, I know these are analytical questions, but I just want you to get comfortable with the understanding that all is reflected externally of the way that you feel inside. And then just call on Source in this space to change the way that you feel inside. You'll intuitively know. Because that is the answer to life. Not doing it by yourself, not over-analyzing and criticizing yourself. That just leads to more separation. Of course, we're never separated. Just intuitively look around you, hear the sounds. Do you see any forms? material or immaterial, in other words, rocks or objects, people or animals. And if it's inanimate, if the things that you're looking at are not really moving or not fluid, are not very fluid, not flowing, then just see yourself transferring energy into the planet. Just see ripples of colour coming out from your feet. And watch the environment change. And just enjoy this reciprocation of energy flowing up through your feet into the planet, and the planet coming back in and blessing you with all the gifts that it has to give. Remember, the planet is an extension of intelligent consciousness, so it is really reflective of all that is, as yourself. So you really can see this as connecting with wider parts of yourself. Just come to terms with the concept of oneness. And see the sun rise or the sunset. And see and notice those brilliant colours. And let the light from those colours embrace you, radiating through your body. Remember, light has the highest frequency. And just continue to flow energy to the planet, down through your feet, and then take energy in up through your feet and circle it around your body. Take energy from the planet in through your feet, up through your legs into your base chakra, up through all of your chakras, out through your crown chakra, connect with all that is, and then come back down through the front of your body, down to your base chakra, down your legs and back into the planet. And just know that this cycle will continue to happen. You don't really feel this actively. You can feel it, it's not uncomfortable. Just let it intuitively happen. And as you're flowing all of this life energy through you, channeling source energy through you, know that you're being expanded to your highest good. And so really the chakra system leads us to the outcome, which is connection with source. And channeling source into all aspects of itself. And when you're ready, have a look again at the environment around you. Has it changed? Has it been optimized? Is the vision more brilliant? Do the sounds clearer? Is the life flowing faster, more rapidly? just notice that whatever changes have been made are changes that are reflected within yourself as well. Give thanks and appreciation for this experience. And when you're ready, come back to consciousness. Come back to cosmos. Come back to the center of the cosmos where we started. See a brilliant pole of bright white light. Before you travel down the light, down the pole, just enjoy a couple more minutes of connection with Source, divine white light. And Source is thanking you for the experience of sharing its energy between different forms. And just feel the love, joy, abundance and happiness in every cell of your body. And that is a result of your embrace with all that is. Now you've experienced what unification is like. And when you're ready, you can come back down the brilliant pole of bright white light all the way into the third dimension, into your current experience. And when you're comfortable in this space, wriggle a bit, plant yourself physically in this dimension, hear the clock ticking, the traffic outside, notice the noises, and when you're ready, you may open your eyes. Wow, so that was really cool, guys. Really enjoyed that one. And I think, ironically, again, I never practice for these meditations. It just intuitively comes. And what is really exciting about today is that I feel like it is a culmination. And we were shown by Source unification of ourselves. There was many things in that, and I'll leave you to come up with your own interpretation. There's a couple of things I'd like to cover off, though. One is about the feeling of unification with Source and understanding that we're a channel. So in our embrace of all that is, we are all that is, and so is everything else around us. And we can share that energy between each other, which then just optimizes our life flow. Everything is optimized and coming back to who we truly are. Okay, cool. Before I go, I do have 2 shout outs, and well, actually shout outs and shows, and I hope they don't mind, but these were so cute. And I know they're little icons and things like that, emojis or whatever they're called. Forgive me on the pronunciation. But I just wanted to share these with you. These are awesome. So we've got a little, this is from Ashanti Wren, and she has just sent me, I just get rid of the face details, she sent me this cute little smiley face throughout the chakra meditation. So I just wanted to say thanks, Ashanti. I'm glad you're enjoying these sessions, and you know, any feedback, let me know. soulspaceradio@bigpond.com, and I'm really glad that you're enjoying them. As I can see, and you can't really see because it's didn't print out in color, but this face has got beautiful pink cheeks, and I would represent that as being in a state of true bliss. So well done, Ashanti. Thank you very much for your feedback, and I'm glad you've enjoyed these chakra meditations. And then another one this morning from Devon Meach. And Devon, again, has sent me this beautiful little face here. And I just had to show you guys because this is super cute. And I think it's really, I'm really happy that people are getting the satisfaction out of these meditations. And there we go. We've got this beautiful little face here from Devon. So thank you, Devon. I love you too. And isn't that the cutest little heart face there? So again, Devon is stating how much she loves the meditation session, and I'm glad you do, guys, because they're all about tools, they are only tools to assist you in exploration of your connection with Source, and it's different for each and every one of us. So never listen to what anybody has to say when you read a book. Never take that as gospel. It's all authentic to you. It's all about how you feel. Do you resonate with that, yes or no? And the whole intention of doing these meditation series, not just Chakra, but all of the meditation series, is to assist you in connection with Source, to assist you in understanding what connection with Source feels like, and to try and debunk some of these myths. In fact, we might do a real debunking myth series, and try and get rid of the clutter and understand that you are perfect as you are. There is nothing that you need to change, and you're truly loved and empowered as you are right now, regardless of the situation outside you. It is only an old picture. Happiness comes from within, and it's not dependent on anything outside of you. So yeah, I hope you guys are finding your truth, of finding your connection through these. That is the greatest honor that I can have, in giving them to you. And once you play with Source, once you play in this space, and it truly is play, it's a win-win. It's never about lack or scarcity. I get as much out of this as you guys get hopefully from listening to them. Okay, cool. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. I certainly am. And I'll catch you next week. Next week is super special, doing shapes. Now, shapes are really interesting. We're going to do sacred shapes and show what you can do with them in meditation space, which hopefully, again, helps you to leverage off and understand that you can do your own meditations and do whatever you need to create and play with at any time. So, again, thank you so much for listening and watching today. Feedback to soulspaceradio@bigpunch.com. Love you all. Bye.